Hello everyone, I will introduce you to the solution I designed for the Virumyanga community emergency. Virumyanga is a coastal community of about 1,700 Tiwi Aboriginal people in the Tiwi Island in the Northern Territory of Australia. The Tiwi people have a rich cultural heritage, including unique art, dance, and music. As the community expanded, human and crocodile habitats began to overlap, posing a severe safety hazard. In the community of Virumyanga, the overlap of crocodile and human habitat poses a severe safety risk. The Northern Territory government's warning signs are mainly text-based and challenging for children to understand. Crocodiles frequent river and beach areas children frequent, increasing the likelihood of attacks. Crocodiles feature prominently in the local culture, and children may not fully recognize the threat of crocodiles. To combat these issues, I propose raising crocodile safety awareness among children by creating a board game incorporating elements of local culture and art. Next, I will describe the critical components of this design project. The first is the collaboration with local artists. Bid is an artist from Virumyanga specializing in wood carving, painting, etching, and drawing. His work blends traditional and contemporary elements from the Tiwi Islands, showcasing a unique style of animal, human, and geometric motifs that reflect his deep understanding of nature and culture. At this stage, I have yet to be able to work with this artist, and the existing design output is only a preconception. My design framework combines the disaster management cycle and indigenous design principles. The disaster management cycle framework focuses on prevention and response, reducing the likelihood of crocodile attacks by increasing children's safety awareness and coping skills. The indigenous design framework ensures that all information and education materials respect and integrate local culture and knowledge. By incorporating Tiwi community art into the game design, educational content and activities are created appropriate to the local cultural context. In terms of methodology, I use a two-diamond design model. Firstly, there was a discovery phase, where cultural framework research was conducted to understand the cultural stories and symbols associated with crocodiles and to research the habits of crocodiles and the best methods of escape. This was followed by a definition phase, where data was analyzed to determine the game's objectives and design direction. During the community consultation phase, it was hoped that interviews and discussions would lead to understanding community members' perceptions and expectations of crocodile safety education. Then came the co-design phase, working with local artists to ensure the game's visual elements were consistent with the cultural context. Finally, there is the development phase, where prototyping and interactive improvements are made to optimize the gameplay and educational messages based on user feedback. My target audience is children in the Virumyanga community. I want this board game placed in the community's DDES9012 primary school, where most local children attend, which will be more conducive to knowledge dissemination. The game mountain climbing has inspired me a lot. I learned how to effectively transfer knowledge through games and make them more accessible to children. In addition, learning is enhanced by giving rewards and punishments. Through research and definition, I identified a solution, a board game. The game teaches children about crocodile habits and precautions through fun and interaction. Simulating a crocodile-infested emergency teaches children how to evacuate quickly and safely. Interactive games allow children to learn through play, enhancing the fun and effectiveness of learning. This is the way to play the game. Starting from the starting point, players advance according to the number of points they throw the dice. Depending on the scenario and season, players may encounter emergencies. Within the emergency grid, if a player rolls a dice total more significant than 4 between August and April, they must play the correct action card or go into a waiting round. The other months have similar rules but different thresholds. The first player to reach the finish line is the winner. My prototyping process is divided into typography and font testing, print paper testing, cutting, and poem making. My final vision for this design is collaborating with Beat, a local designer in Virumyenga. The current design result is just a hypothesis. Here are the box and map for the board game. I designed a set of action cards for the final design of the game cards. These cards are intended to teach children how to respond to a crocodile threat by simulating a real-life scenario. In week 10, I invite 3 students to test the board game. They found it fun and educational and offer valuable suggestions. First, let the children reinforce their memory by doing the actions. In addition, the different card decks can be designed to prevent children from making choices based on the answer of the person who answered first, increasing the fairness and fun of the game. Finally, the game can be appeal more to the children by having the facilitator bring a crocodile hand puppy to host the tournament. That is all about the solution. Thank you.